Hello, it's the beginner crafter. Welcome to another FlossTube video, and today I have 3 projects to show you, so not the biggest progress, but like I said last time, going back to work, it takes a lot of my time to just do the lessons, prepare for the lessons, check all the tests and stuff, so I don't have as much time and energy to do all the crafty stuff that I normally do, so it's not the greatest progress ever, but still we managed to do something. And first, the biggest progress is on the Virgo, because I've done about half of this page number 13. I did put a few stitches in this page and in that place, just teeny tiny bit, so I'm moving forward. I had some floss finishing and I had to wait until it comes, but it came, so I can continue those colors because they were finishing, because as you can see there's quite a lot of those colors going on. I was not prepared for using more than one skein of floss for those, but now I have another skein, so I can go easily with that. There are some confetti stitches in here, that's why it's still kind of empty, because I don't like working confetti stitches. I guess you already know that. I've said that quite a few times. So this is mostly yellow part. This is mostly orange part. That's why these will go pretty quickly. Then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, the progress is pretty good. It's about 1,000 stitches, so quite nice. Yeah, we're moving slowly to the next page. Then I've got Miranda, and because the floss came, I managed to fill in mostly those stitches that I couldn't because of that floss having finished. I still have to complete this section, and then I can go back to my usual square by square, more or less, finishing of this particular picture. And yeah, it's still the clouds, you know, nothing nothing has changed. It's still the clouds, it's still just the sky, and not much more detail, but I think you can see the shades are a bit different here and there, and here is a bit darker, maybe not darker but greener color, I would say. So there are changing colors. It's not the same color all the time, but it's still the sky. But actually I hadn't noticed that before, but I'm quite close to finishing the page number 2. Not real close, but I'm over a half, possibly 2/3. So I'm really happy about that. And yeah, somehow I missed that before, maybe because of those colors missing here. I didn't see that it was so close. So yay for Miranda. Moving, I'm doing the progress as well. And the third project, and I think it will be the one that I will consistently have progress on, is the Peppermint Cells, the Peppermint Purples Cell 2021 Blackwork. So every week there's another pattern of a square or a rectangle released. So as you can see right now, we've got 6 weeks done, and we're waiting for week 7. And so I'm getting more and more finished, and I really like this technique. I have to say the patterns look really interesting. I know that not all of them are traditional patterns. Some of them are designed by Peppermint Purple, so that's cool. I'm still doing the borders, as you can see, but I'm over the half of the borders and then the big border. And yeah, this is something that will have progress every time I will be showing you this year, because just every week there's a little bit to do, so it's not overwhelming, because it's usually about 250 half stitches, really, or back stitches if you prefer. So it's not a super long thing. So for that, I will always find the time, because it's not a lot to do. And because of that, because of the fact that I like this Blackwork and Cell very, very much, I decided to also complete the 2020 Cell. So I bought a new fabric. This is Aida by Zweigart, and it is 18 count, which for me is a really new thing, because so far I've only worked on 14 count, like here, or is it a 16 count? I don't really know. No, 14 count and 16 count. So 16 had for me the smallest holes in it, the most delicate look, and I really like working on 16. So I wanted to see how it would look on an even smaller fabric. So I opted for 18 count. So it is really small, as you can see, really, really delicate. I bought, I think it's called a coupon of fabric. I hope the size is big enough. I've checked on the webpage of the Cell, and it should be. And when I look at those two pieces of the fabric, they are similar in size. Obviously 18 is smaller, but well, it should be. But the 2020 Cell was a rectangle, and that could be a problem. I will really have to think about the sizing. Here I will really have to measure things out. And another new thing for me is the color of this fabric, because it's not white, it's pearl. Yeah, you can see the difference a little bit. I know it's not much of a difference. I mean, this pearl color still looks white, but for me, who is very conservative in a lot of things, it's very difficult for me to think about working in a different color. I did work once on a black, well, not once, a few times on a black Aida, but that was mostly because it was needed for the design. So that's what the designer thought would be the best, and I just followed. But when I was always choosing the fabric, it was always white, because that's the tradition, I guess. So it was very difficult for me to break from that, and I saw a lot of people using really different colors, blues, greens, pinks, dyed, like hand-dyed colors, so with lots of swirls of shades and hues. Some of the fabrics were like, there was one color, but it was then splashed with some other color, and for me that was already too crazy. So I decided pearl is, you know, stepping out of my comfort zone, but not so much that I won't feel safe. still, because it's still close to the comfort zone, so pearl it is for now. Of course, first I'll have to see if I can really work on that fabric, if this will really fit everything, all the sizes. I hope it does, because right now I'm scared that it might be too small, but you know, I checked the numbers and everything looked fine, but yeah, my brain doesn't really work in sizes that much, so I have to really sit and measure things out myself on a fabric that I have, with the design that I have, with all the patterns, then I'll know. But yeah, this will be a new adventure for me. I just hope I'll be able to find the time to do everything, because yes, going back to work, it takes a lot of the time. I just hope maybe when, you know, the spring comes, the days will be longer, it will be easier to work also on things. But if we go back to school for live teaching and learning, it might be even more difficult, because then I'll have even less time to work on my projects. But yeah, right now it's going okay. I wish I could have done more, but for the amount of time I had, I think I did really well, and I really like the progress that I've made on my projects. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps. It makes me feel better. And if you want to see my progress, please subscribe. You'll then be notified that I've made another video with some of my crafts, and you'll be able to see how I'm doing. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!